president of the Penis Society, but I was a member. Are you leaving because you don't like me? Because, you know, my mother left me as a child. You know, I'm in America going to therapy and all that shit, so be careful how you navigate me. Okay, just making sure, because
they're going to the bathroom, so you know.
That's good, because if they were leaving because they didn't like me, I would have to go to therapy, and it's very expensive in America. And we don't have friends there, only therapists. People who we pay for their friendship hour by hour. Many of you need to go to therapy. How many people in therapy? It's a very shameful society, only the white people saying yes. Should go to therapy frequently though. I mean, tell you, man, you pay that woman that money, just put on your check on the board, it's like your job for the next hour is to be my friend. And she has no, you know, or he has no investment in what you do. You could leave your man, you could, you know, cuss out your mother. They're like, it's good, honey. That's what you need to do to be okay. Alright. So okay, it is summertime. You know, these are just escapades. It is summertime and there's nothing for me to do. All my friends have gone away for the holidays and I don't have school, so I can't fool my auntie with an excuse about studying in the library. The only place I'm allowed to go is church. Many of you are familiar with this phenomenon. And the only reason I go is to see my boyfriend Troy. But I'm getting a little bit tired of him. He always wants to kiss me all the time, and I don't know how to tell him I don't really like it. I'm just waiting for a good excuse to break up with him. One day we're sitting on the wall and he tells me, we have to talk. What happened? I asked. Well, we have been girlfriend and boyfriend for quite a while now, 3 weeks. And I think it's time we make our relationship even more serious. What do you mean by that? I ask. He sighs and chews on a blade of grass. Well, most men would leave already under these conditions, you know. What condition? I know we're calling a man. You know what I mean, Stacey? Why you always have to make things so difficult? Troy, I would really appreciate it if you would stop talking in parables. Leave that to Jesus. If you have something to say to me, just come right out and say it. All right then? All right. I will talk plain. I think it's time we do something serious. Something that will take our relationship to another level of seriousness. Troy Christie, are you saying you want me to have sex with you? It's not just me who should want it, Stacey-Ann. You should be wanting it by this. You think all this kissing is for nothing? Let me tell you something, Troy. I don't have one soul who care about me and what I want to do in my life. The only person who really can do anything to save me from being worthless is me. Sex equals baby, and baby equals no school, and no school equals worthlessness. I'm not going to have sex with nobody and turn worthless. But you don't have to get pregnant, Stace. We could use things like, it don't matter what you say. Condoms can break and the pill is only 99.99% safe. And my bio book says that I'm too young to take the pill anyways. If you have any respect for me and what I want to do in my life, you wouldn't ask me to do that. Stace, nothing. I don't ever want to talk to you no more. I don't want to be a girlfriend. Go and find somebody who will let you do as you like with her. I get her from the wall and march inside the church building. He sends letters and messages through our friend Nellie, but I tell her to stop delivering them. 2 weeks later, when Nellie tells me he has another girlfriend, I comfort myself with the fact that she will be pregnant with 3 children by the time she's 20. I tell Nellie I am now looking for a priest to be my boyfriend. She tells me she has just the right boy. Randall, her cousin, is in Montego Bay for the summer. He is a 14-year-old from Monroe College for boys. Nellie tells me he really likes me. All summer, he sends me sweets and flowers. I never send anything back. But if he smiles at me, I smile a little bit. On his last day in Montego Bay, he slips me a letter written on pink paper and smelling like perfume. And these are real letters. You ready? Dearest Stacey-Ann, I will always love you, forever and ever and ever. You are the one true love of my whole life. Please do not worry that I'm after your stuff. I respect you and would never want to touch you down there. I will only hold your hand. I do not even want to do any nasty things with you. I have enclosed my post office address. Please write and tell me if I may write to you again. I have so much to tell you about my school, Monroe College for boys. Until we meet again, all my love, Randall. I'm a little disturbed that this boy don't want to do anything nasty with me. But just in case he is lying, I pen my response on yellow paper. My friend Sandy says yellow is a neutral color. Dear Randall, I'm not saying I love you or anything, but thank you very much for your lovely letter. Enclosed is my post office address. I do hope to hear from you again. Yours truly, Stacey-Ann M. Chin. Randall's handwriting when his response arrives is small and neat, and there are little hearts drawn in red in the margin. Ready? Dearest Stacey-Ann, the new term has started and I know I'm going to die if I don't see you soon. I think about you after curfew every night. This boarding school for boys is unnatural. Girls give boys a reason to dream of pretty things. Quite the poet, eh? After supper and homework, all I do is think about you until lights out. And then I think about you after lights out. I promise you, my thoughts are pure. I think of you while I am in the chapel. I do not think about you in any sexual way. I do not picture you naked. I do not think of orgasms or anything like that. I think of you fully clothed and smiling. I am yours in purity and love, Randall. I get my dictionary out in order to respond. I want to make sure our interactions remain intellectual. I believe if a boy is stimulated mentally, he will forget about the feelings of the flesh. Still, I write my response on pale purple writing paper and draw flowers on the edge of the page. Dear Randall, I'm so glad you are luxuriating in your supper and your dreams. I do hope the term continues in a manner that remains beneficial to you and your studies. Things are excellent here. I am busy with both schoolwork and church. I am extending my most heartfelt gratitude for your very illuminating letters. I know the cost of stamps has become quite astronomical. If you can, please pray for my soul when you go to chapel. I will continue to advocate to the good Lord on behalf of all the boys at Monroe College. I am yours, Stacey-Ann. In a few weeks, when his letter arrives, the envelope reeks of cologne. And when I open it, flower petals fall to the floor. You ready? Dearest Stacey-Ann, thank you for writing back to me. Your letter was very, very, very moving. But too long has gone by since I've seen you. I miss your hair and your hands and the way you use big words that no one ever understands. I miss your pretty legs. I miss every part of you, even the parts I have not seen yet. ... I must tell you, sweet Stacey-Ann, I have slipped and fallen off the wagon of purity. The other night, I was sleeping and dreaming of you. I awoke to feel my hands inside my pajamas. I continued to pleasure myself until I fell prey to an orgasm capital O. That orgasm capital O was so pleasurable and so satisfying that I know I was meant to give you your first orgasm. I'm hoping I'm not offending you. I know you're a good Christian girl, but if you allow me to take you into the unknown forest, I promise I will definitely marry you as soon as we get old enough to do so. Please let me know your answer in your next letter. Your loving husband-to-be, Randall. This letter. I'm also a little excited by the content, but I know I cannot allow this relationship to go any further. If we keep writing to each other, he will think that I'm the kind of girl who will have sex with him before I'm ready. I immediately tear a page from my notebook and quickly scribble the note on the lined white paper. Dear Mr. Randall Peterkin, I have no idea to which personage you were addressing your last letter, but I know it could not have been myself. I am disgusted by your suggestions and your words. I would never marry you if you were the last boy on earth. I am asking you to cease and desist from writing any letters to me. I do hope your life turns out favorable. I say farewell now because I will never speak to you again. Your past friend, Stacey-Ann. P.S. Please try to respect my wishes and refrain from writing to me again. You have already disrespected me so much. Randall never writes again, but Nellie tells me he always asks about me when he calls. Addendum to that story is I'm in Heathrow Airport one day, a couple of years ago. And I'm dashing through, you know how, well, some of you know how the shit is set up. You have to mile between fucking terminals. So you, I'm rushing, you know, because you're always like, and the line's always fucking long. So this person taps me on the shoulder. Hello, I'm Stacey-Ann, and turns, Randall Peter Kid, how are you? And he's like, you broke my heart. And then he showed me pictures of his kids and whatnot. Like, come on, man, get over it. It was like 20 years ago. But never say this to someone who you're trying to get back together with, because it's not a good response. Okay, so